Here today, and my name is Julia. This is Alina, Mami, and Chloe. Here is the content we're going to talk about: opening, 4P666 rule, 5 golden rules, and overview. That's not right, right?
Right.
Let's try it again.
But actually, that's good.
So, today, good morning. My name is Julius, and I want to ask you a question. Do you know the feeling when people like listening to you? They are attracted to what you say, and they just really like your body language and how you present yourself. It's a great feeling, right?
Yeah.
And so today, me and my colleagues will try to give you a presentation, how to give a powerful presentation to achieve this feeling. Here is the agenda for today. So again, at the opening, I will say something, how to have strong opening. Then we will talk about 4P, 666 rule, 5 golden rules, and then quick overview. So strong opening, right? At the beginning, I try to get your attention by doing like wrong presentation, right? So that's why I try to speak softly and turn back at you and read it, everything. So that was my try to get your attention. Then I want you to listen carefully, because like if you take away home from this something, then it will be beneficial for you, and that's benefit. Credibility. We are students who went through course of Miss Phoebe, right? So we all should be able to give a good presentation.
I doubt it.
And direction is basically what you're going to say and the content of the whole presentation. And now Alina will tell you something about 4 Ps.
Hi, Alina. Good morning. Now I'm going to tell you about the 4 Ps, and I will start from the pitch. So the pitch of our voice is like the rhythm of a song. It has to do with the note when we pitch a word or phrase. So if we just do this with a monotone, it will only send our audience to sleep. So what are we going to do? What we need to do is to vary our pitch according to the importance of expression and what we want to put emphasis on. And normally, when we are excited or when we are highlighted, our pitch will go up. And if we are serious and when we're sad, then the pitch will drops. So, for example, we can always hear that the sport commentators will always yell like, "Oh my God, Kobe Bryant got 15 points in 30 seconds." Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Vary your pitch. Okay. And the next one is pace. The pace is purely the speed when we speak, and this also needs to be varied during the course of a presentation to maintain your audience interest. So, if you want to talk about something important, you can just slow it down. And if you want to just cover less important points, it's okay to speed up. But remember, don't speed up all the time, because if you speed up all the time, your audience will get lost, because they might not be able to distinguish which information is useful and which is not. And the third one is power. The power is the volume of your voice. It is important that you have to It is essential that you have to use sufficient power to ensure that your audience can hear you. And in addition, a reasonable level of voice power can give you convictions of what you're saying. And the last one is pause. So pause is very important, because for your own sake, you have to catch a break. And for the audience, you can give people time and space to think about what they've just heard. And when you pause at that moment, you will attract people's attention, because they will start to think what you're going to say the next. And at that moment, you have successfully get your audience involved and create participation. Okay, so this is the 4 Ps: pitch, pace, power, and pause. And let's work on Chloe.
Hello, I'm Chloe. I'm talking about the 666 rule. And the first one is you should have less than 6 words per bullet point. And the second one is you should have less than 6 bullet points per slide. And the last one is the font size minimum is 18 points. And the first one, you should never have more than 6 words per bullet point. If you don't, look at the right one. Your point will be messy and pointless. And audience don't know what to read first and can't get the point quickly. And oppositely, our point is more clear and easy to understand, right? And so just remember, you can just put the key point rather than a whole sentence. And the next one is no more than 6 bullet points per slide. And you can read as you can see, the right one. I know what you think. What the hell is that? So let's see what the slides want to tell us. It must a big secret. So Grace, can you read that for me?
Avoid using many bullet points. Too many bullet points means that your key message gets lost. Most presenters use bullet points to tell themselves what comes next.
Yes, thanks, Grace. So that's right. Bullet points are used to remind you what to say. So just don't put more than 6 per slide. And you should always remember the font size minimum is 18 points. And I'm sure that you can read the second sentence there. But the first sentence, not sure if you can read this. Because the first sentence is only 16 points. The audience cannot read easily. So remember your minimum of the font is 18. And the next is the 5 golden rules.
I'm Amy. I'm going to give you 5 golden rules about presentation skills. First, straightforward. Long introductions at the beginning are a complete waste of time. Something like, "It's really cold today, right?" Or, "I feel really nervous," should be cancelled since it's not related to your presentation. So come on, get to the point. Or the audience may run away for your pointless presentation. Second, no apologies. Why? Think about it. What do you feel when the presenter keeps saying, "Oops, I'm sorry, I just skipped the point," and "I feel very sorry, the word is so small"? Yes, not confident and not well prepared. So, never apologize for skipping points, being unclear, and so on. Third, no details. We say 简报 in Chinese. It means present it briefly. So, just like the first one, get to the point. The details should be put in the handouts, not in your presentation. And the next one, anecdotes. We all like to listening anecdotes and stories. Since although quoting figures may be convincing, it is undeniable that anecdotes and stories are more attractive. So next time, you can try to start with, "Let me tell you a story." It would work. And the last one, conversation. Presentation is so serious and boring that can hypnotize the audience, right? Do you fall asleep? And instead, it is conversations that can well build rapport with your audience. Okay, let's welcome Julius to make conclusions.
Okay, so at the end I would like to say that it's important to be confident, keep it brief, simple, and engage people by asking questions, for example, as I did at the beginning. And most of all, to make it enjoyable and nice for people to listen to, because then it becomes boring, right? And at the end we have graph that will tell you Chloe about. Okay, so.
This is a chart about how long can people's attention remain. As you can see, people lose their attention every 10 minutes. So that's why these presentation skills are important. Because if you want to catch your audience attention, you have to use some useful skills. And so that you can make sure your audience will focus on you in that short time.
Okay.
And the next is the Q&A time.
Do you have any questions? If not, we thank you for your time.
Well, actually, I have one question. Can we